Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day, 0730 hours, turn 15. This is going to be part 4. For all the details, you've got to go back and watch the turn 15 introduction video. But for a quick assessment of what's going on, the 2nd Rangers, Company C, 1st and 2nd Platoon, are advancing on the right side of Omaha Beach. The 116th Infantry Company A, 1 platoon, is advancing on the left flank of Omaha Beach. The 743rd 10th Battalion Company A, providing cover fire and some cover. The 916th Grenadiers 1st and 2nd Platoon, defending Omaha Beach. Pack 40 in this bunker, 88 in this bunker. Still have not received their orders for this turn. The sand on the beach and the brown colored earth, but not the trenches. But the sand and the lighter browns are seeded with landmines. Anytime an infantry or armor receives advance or run orders while on the sand or sand-colored terrain, they have to take a morale, it's really an orders test, and if they fail, they roll the landmine chart. Here in the hedgerows, the 506th continues to battle with the 1058th Grenadiers and the 3 armored units from the 100th Panzer. An epic fight for the last 14 and now going into the 15th turn. Gotta go back and watch from the beginning. It'd be too much to explain that it's not possible. Some of the 6th Fallschirmjäger have moved forward to support the 1058 Grenadiers that have crumbled on this right flank. You can see the 506 soldiers moving through the hedgerows. When soldiers are in the hedgerows, enemy units can spot each other when they're within 4 inches. If an enemy unit approaches a hedgerow, once they are within 4 inches, they will spot the hidden soldiers in the hedgerow. And if a soldier's in a hedgerow, like Sergeant Jory the sniper here, they can see out regularly. So the Germans are still, their defensive line is through this area here. And this hedgerow is contested between U.S. and German forces. And then the German line actually follows this white brick wall over to this side. And the 506, the soldiers furthest forward, are actually over here. Is 3rd Squad leader Sergeant J. McNeese and a soldier from 2nd Squad. The Germans hold the objectives. The 6th Fallschirmjäger hold the 2 bridges leading into Carentan. And they also hold the river lock here that is open and is flooding for this entire battle. These green fields here and here. Only infantry, advance, no run, no vehicles at all. The brown field in the distance and here in front, normal movement for infantry and vehicles. And the city of Carentan is held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger. Again, details, you have to go watch the introduction video for this turn because I don't have an hour to explain the details. more realistic 30 minutes to explain the details each time. So it's been a heck of a fight. And in the introduction video, you'll find the casualties for each platoon, unit positions, who's on ambush starting the turn, airstrikes, everything that you want to know in the details. It's just gotta go check that out first, and you'll know what's going on. And we are going to get into some nasty fights over here soon. It'll be the second time the 506 tried to push forward. They did break through the Germans' first line of defenses, but now they have to get past the second line of defense. The 506 is trying their best to get to those bridges and to destroy one or two so that the German armor reinforcements, turn 24, will not be able to run them over. All right, let's get to the action. U.S. dice. 116th Infantry, platoon leader, first lieutenant, receives advance order. Before he advances, he's going to give one order to the 116th platoon guide, which will be an advance order, and the platoon guide will be able to also give an order, and he is going to order the medium machine gun team next to him to run, but they won't be able to actually run. They'll have to advance. And infantry, only 4-inch advance in the water, 6-inch advance in the sand, but in the sand, a run is 9 inches. Anybody who's ran in the sand would know you ain't running as well in the sand as you do on many other surfaces. Platoon leader, second order dice is going to go to the 116th 3rd Squad leader, right in front of the radio operator. And he's going to receive an advance order. But he's also going to be able to pull a dice, and he's going to order the 3 3rd Squad soldiers in front of him to advance, and each one's going to file up to this wounded soldier bleeding out at the end of this turn 15, and they're going to try to save him. Since they are not medics, the first attempt will be on a 6-up. The second soldier who attempts will be a 5-up, and the final 3rd Squad soldier will be on a 4-up. We'll see what happens. They can save their 3rd Squad buddy. It's bleeding out. First soldier, so then the 3rd Squad leader is going to give the 3 3rd Squad soldiers an advance order also. First attempt to save, looking for a 6. Nope. Next soldier's attempt to save their buddy. Oh, needed a 5-up. It's a fail. Now the soldier with the BAR, and now they'll need a 4-up to save their buddy. Oh, not going to happen. It's like he's going to bleed out in front of his buddies. Okay, before I advance the platoon leader, I made a mistake. It's blurry. There we go. I forgot to take the landmine tests when these soldiers advance, so here we go. I believe it was a medium machine gun that hit the sand first, so let's test them first. 10 and under. Pass. There we go. I believe next was the platoon guide, looking for a 10 and under. They pass. Next was 3rd Squad leader. Pass with a 10. Alright, now we're going to have the LT. Oh, and these 3 3rd Squad soldiers do not have to take a landmine test because the first soldier that tried to save their buddy was already in the sand. He took a test this past turn. Alright, back to the LT. The radio man is going to make it onto the sand, and the LT himself, he will not this turn. Let's see if the radio operator stepped on anything funny. He's good. Alright, the platoon guide going to open fire with his messenger with him. They both have SMGs. They're going to go ahead and it's going to be sevens no matter who they shoot at. So they're going to go ahead and try to take out the closest target, which is in this building here in the center screen. There is a LMG gunner in the window behind the explosion. So they need sevens. Looks like one possible. Looking for a 6. Oh! Alright, so we'll get a +1 pin marker on this soldier. That's a 4th pin for the 916th. 1st Platoon LMG gunner. Let's see, 4 wounded, 5 or 6 killed. Ooh, gets the kill. Nice shooting from the platoon guide. That was the final living soldier who was in this building. Now there's just the 916th 1st Platoon Goliath team. Next up, 3rd Squad Leader, SMG, is going to target the 916th 2nd Platoon. I believe it's 2nd section. These soldiers across here opened fire last turn, so their positions are known. So they need 7. He's going to need 7s though with where he's shooting from. 116th 3rd Squad Leader there. Looking for 7s. Misses. Platoon leader's radio operator will be able to open fire also. And he's got line of sight on the same unit that the 3rd Squad Leader just shot at. So he's going to have 2 shots with his SMG, looking for 7s. So we got one possible this time. Let's see if we can get lucky. Nope. Alright, next up, I'm going to take the 116th medic center screen. And if he's within if he's within range to reach that wounded soldier, I'm going to allow him to squeeze between the tank and the 3rd Squad soldier. And I'm gonna allow that. Yeah, I'm gonna allow him to move through that unit to get to the wounded soldier if he's in range. Okay, the punishment or trade-off is going to be that the 3rd Squad soldier is going to have to shift back into the water to get out of the way in order to stay consolidated with his same soldiers he has already been attached to. And that'll leave room for the medic to be able to move the 5 inches. He's going to lose 1 inch because he's moving through the water. And he's going to still make it, though. And he's going to be able to try to save this soldier. This will be the 4th soldier, but it's a medic, so he starts out saving on a 4, except this soldier's already been, this turn, saved 3 times. So let's see then, what would that be? The medic normally starts on a 4, but it's on a 3 right now, because this will be the 4th soldier. 3, so he'll be saving on a 3 instead of 4. Oh, and the reason it's a punishment for the 3rd Squad soldier who had to go back in the water is now when they advance next turn onto the sand, they have to take the landmine test again. So it's an extra landmine test. But let's go for it. So the medic's going to save him on a 3 up. And this soldier bleeds out at the end of this turn. I don't believe there's anyone else that is in range to have another chance. So this is it. 3 up. Soldier lives. And 1, 2, he's dead. He'll bleed out right there in front of his buddies. He is bleeding out. That's it. 4 chances. Next up, the terrible 88. He's going to receive a fire order. Got a few targets. Yes, he is the one earlier who blew up the 2nd platoon tank. But I think since the platoon first company sergeant here's tank is going to receive some cover probably from the knocked out tank, the 88 is going to go ahead and go for the company commander right here. And the 88's got to pass this orders test first though. And he'll be testing at a 1 pin. I don't think there's any officers nearby. So it'll be a 9 and under. Company commander. This is it. 2 dice decide his fate. Well, maybe a few more. Oh, he passes with 8. Alright, 88's going to lose that pin marker and see if he can knock out the company commander. 3 up. He hits. We're going to roll for penetration now. And I run my medium tanks at 10, my heavy tanks at 11, and my super heavy tanks at 12. So like the King Tiger, for example. Alright, so we're going to need, so 88 is a super heavy anti-tank gun. So it's going to be a +7, 7 to a 10. We got the 11 rolling on the damage result. Company commander's now at 4 pin markers, by the way. Now we're going to roll on the damage results. There we go. The company commander's fate is in this dice roll. Oh, he's on fire. Oh, he got a +1, so he's got 4 pins. He's got to take a morale check now. He's going to be able to test it a 10 and under, though, still, because he has got the platoon leader. Well, he wouldn't know that he's behind him, but, I mean, he is within range. I have been doing that with the other vehicles, so I suppose we'll keep going. So then it'd be, I think he's still testing it a 10 and under. So he's going to be able to put this fire out pretty easily, I think, because he's got multiple platoon. He's got platoon or company first sergeant's tank near him. He's a captain. So we're going to let him test it at 10 and under, because even those 4 pins with himself is +3, plus the other tanks around him, that's going to boost morale. So we're going to allow him to test it at 10 and under. Should be able to pass this. He's going to pass. He puts the fire out. He's already down from failing an earlier orders test. Company commander survives the second blast from the 88. Must have just hit right in front of him. 116th Heavy Machine Gun team is going to receive a run order. They're going to advance. They can go 5 inches. They're going to lose an inch getting out of the water. And there'll be 1 pin marker. So testing at, I think the platoon guide is within 6. The soldier here. So they'll be testing it at 10 and under. It's a pass. They're going to drag their wounded soldier up there with them too. There we go. Getting the heavy weapons up. Next turn, they'll be able to provide some cover fire. Can't believe the company commander survived that 88 blast. Oh, we got to roll for turret jam. That reminds me. So 1, 2, 3. Nothing happens. 4, 5, 6. Turret jammed. Ooh, turret's jammed. I think the last target he shot at was the 88. So that's, that part's convenient for the captain. The Pack 40 receives a fire order. He is not going to target this second platoon leader in the Jackson, because he's already been targeted. He's being targeted by the heavy mortar from the 916th here, and he is already hitting on a 2 next turn, so he's done for anyways, and he's immobilized, so he's not going anywhere. So we're going to go for this tank. So the Pack 40 though is going to need, instead of a 3, it's going to need a 4, because it's past 36 inches. So let's see if we can get him. Looking for a 4. Oh, he hits him. First platoon tank takes 1 pin marker from that hit. Now it's a +6 medium tank. I'm running as 9 or as 10. So it'd be a 6 versus 10. Let's see what we can get. Oh, nothing. Just a pin. Bounce must have hit just in front of him. Tanks got lucky this turn. 2 hits, but nothing but pins. Oh, we got a turret jammed for the company commander. But he's already facing the 88 anyways. Alright, I'm pretty sure I forgot to take the landmine check for the heavy machine gun team, so we're going to rewind and they got to take their check. Alright, looking for a 10 and under. Gonna pass no matter what. There we go. He passes. They're good. 116th, 3rd Squad Bazooka Team receives advance order. They're gonna advance into on the sand and then up next to the tank and take a wild 7 shot at the 88. When they hit the sand, they'll take a landmine check. Here comes the landmine check, 10 and under. Uh-oh. They fail. Let's roll on the landmine chart. 3rd Squad Bazooka Team hits a landmine. On a 1, the landmine will be rolling for damage. On a 2 up, then the landmine just explodes nearby but doesn't hurt them and they just go down. So here we go. They're good. The landmine just startles them, but they do have to go down. They go down and they pass over the landmine quickly and they go down. So this left flank of the 116th has, and of course the 743rd Tank Battalion's already received all their orders. But this far left flank has received all their orders. Now we just have the center of the 116th still to go, and the right flank of the 116th. And then of course lots of the Rangers here. The 2nd platoon, half the 2nd platoon still to go, and about half 1st platoon still to act as well. A lot of Germans still to fire this turn. Yeah. 916th, 1st platoon commander and radio operator here between the 2 buildings. They're going to receive a fire order, and the lieutenant is going to call in a artillery strike on the... Can he see the flamethrower tank? I think he could. Yeah, he's going to call an airstrike in on the flamethrower tank, which is the Sherman Crocodile with the trailer on the back. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Instead of giving out orders this turn to soldiers around him, he's going to call in that airstrike. Oh, you know what? I can't. Yeah, I can't do that because the Germans already called an airstrike in on this table. The 6th Fallschirmjäger Forward Observer team that's behind these boxes, they called an artillery strike in right where that white piece of paper is in the center of these 506 soldiers. So I can't. So in that case, we will give out some orders. First order, he's going to radio over here to the medium mortar team, and he's going to order them to fire. And he's going to order the medium mortar to fire on... What's the most dangerous? You know, I'm thinking that heavy mortar right there for the 116th. I have 1 wounded soldier already, but they can't go down either. So let's go for them. So we're going to need a 6 for our first shot. They miss. And we're going to get the scatter dice and 2d6 and see where that missed medium mortar round is going to land. Alright, the shot's going to miss this time. Let's see where it's going. 2d6. 2d6 and a scatter dice. Looks like it's going to fall harmlessly 10 inches this way. There we go. Lands harmlessly in the water. Medium mortar will need a 5 next turn. Now the platoon commander for 1st platoon. 2nd order dice he's going to give it to the anti-tank rifle grenade launcher unit that's in here, which is 1st Platoon, 1st Section. They're going to fire not a anti-tank grenade, though. It's not strong enough. So they're going to just aim it for, they're going to shoot it as a grenade. And we only use 2-inch templates for grenades, so it's going to be a 2-inch template. And I need a target, though. Let's see. I'm thinking these 3 soldiers that haven't moved yet in the water from 116th 116th Infantry, 2nd Squad. 3 soldiers in the center screen there. Yeah, this will be a 3. I'm gonna have to get a measure and see how far though. Okay, so it's a 24-inch range, but I don't max out my weapons. At least maybe the shotgun and the pistol, but everything else can shoot. Everyone knows weapons can shoot further than allowed. So we're gonna go with realism. Okay, so these guys are gonna go for the 3 soldiers I mentioned. 2nd Squad soldiers just about to hit the sand. And they're going to need 3, plus it's long range, 4, and beyond range, so 6s. And I don't think those soldiers are going to go down, because half the number of hits, though. But a 6, I really need to get up the beach. We don't want to be slowing down. We got a long ways to go to get to the objectives, which is to clear the Germans from the Omaha beach defenses, and then open up this road, because this road eventually leads into Carentan, where the armor and the infantry is badly needed before turn 24 to be able to back up the 506 before the German armor reinforcements come through Carentan turn 24. So no going down, and the anti-personnel round is going to need a 6. Miss. Let's see where it's going to land. All right, 2d6 and a scatter dice. Let's find out where that. There's some targets over here. Hopefully the missed shot doesn't turn into fatal. Looks like it's going off table. Getting lucky. We'll get a measure, but I think it's not even going to show up. Yeah, that's going to miss off table. That's going to wrap it up here on the D-Day battlefield for the night. A lot of action. 743rd Tank Battalion got lucky. Very lucky to have only 1 tank knocked out so far. Still a lot of action for this turn, though. Far from over. A lot of units still to act. On both the Omaha Beach battlefield and here in the hedgerows. Through the farm complex. Carentan, of course. Oh, there is one more thing to do, because the 916th platoon commander for 1st Platoon, he couldn't call in the airstrike. So actually, him and his soldier, they gave out 2 orders, but they can still shoot their weapons. So let's head back over here. We'll let these 2 soldiers fire. I think they have assault rifles too. So there's 4 shots. It's going to be, let me measure. All right, so the 1st Platoon commander, he is going to go for those same 3 soldiers right here in between the tanks from 116th 2nd Squad. And he's going to be hitting them on the long range 4 and beyond range 6s. And that's it. These guys aren't going down. They're going to see if these Germans can shoot. We've got 2 hits. Apparently the 1st platoon commander can't shoot. So 2 hits on the 3 soldiers. They're going to have 1 pin marker, and they'll be wounded on 4s and dying on 5s and 6s. Ooh, 2 dead. Nasty shooting, platoon commander. And let's see if he gets to choose which soldier. They're all riflemen, but one might have a BAR. Nope, but 2 dead. 2 dead riflemen. And great shooting from the platoon commander from 1st platoon. And 2 soldiers are dead. And now this soldier here is going to have to take a morale check. The soldier who survived was the BAR soldier. And so let's see, this guy, 1 pin. They've got their 2nd squad leader right next to him, so he'll be testing at a 10 and under. I think he's going to hold his ground. He's going to hold his ground despite 2 dead comrades, buddies. All right, with those 2 KIA, that's going to, I believe, wrap it up. I don't think I missed anything else, but when I watch the videos, if I catch it, I'll fix it next turn. All right, catch you next time.